Hi guys, hope everyone is doing really well. Today I'm going to show you the last remaining items I picked up with Alex from some antique fairs, antique markets, etc. Plus one small eBay purchase. Also, Alex, before you start, you left your bottle behind. Well done. So we have had a good time, and we've been to a few places and had and we've bought some interesting items. We did go to a car boot sale, which is I used to go to a lot. The only thing I bought from the car boot sale was this very early unusual pipe wrench. The teeth actually go through the jaw. It's got a bit of a crack on the end. The teeth actually go through and they're a bit chipped, so it's had use. It does say on there patent applied for. I don't know if you can make that out. It says patent applied for, but I can't see a maker's name. But very interesting design, so I thought that was good, and that was only 50 pence. That was a bargain. The next thing we went to was an antique fair, antique shop, and I found this Holtzhaffel and Company hammer. Now this is a very rare hammer indeed, and Holtzhaffel and Company made very rare adjustable wrenches in the 1840s, and this is a Holtzhaffel and Company hammer, and this is from the my camera's horrendous at the minute. Holtzhaffel and Company and Holtzhaffel and Company, 1840s. There's two wrenches made, both in the 1840s, and this one is very similar. It's got the chamfered edges all over, everywhere you look. There's everything chamfered. It's very, very nice, very nicely made. And so is this wrench, nicely chamfered on all the jaws, chamfered on the back. So I think this is the same type of steel, the same manufacturing style. So this is a very nice hammer, and it was only £10.50. I think it was a bargain, as it's a Holtzhaffel. So I was quite pleased with that. Quite an early little hammer. The next item I got from an antique fair, a separate antique fair after the car boot. I bought this wonderful little bit of treen, carved wood, very nice salesman sample shoes, which obviously the salesman would carry these around to show the style, show the stitching, and they could explain without having to carry out many items. Either that, or they are just a nice bit of carving, almost like an English net ski. The quality of them, really lovely. So I'll pick them up and they'll go on the shelf with all the other junk I buy. But really like those. I did have one eBay purchase, which is this, which is an absolutely tiny but beautiful oil can. And it's for Meccano, which is a type of toy. And this is a pie crust type can, and I do have one somewhere. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've got this Bacco pie crust can, which is a regular size. This is a Bacco 1920s pie crust can, and this is a Meccano version. I think this is the world's smallest pie crust oil can. It's absolutely fantastic. So I bought that from an auction, tool auction. And then another antique fair, antique shop, and we stopped on the way home, and I got this wonderful Lucas and Son paper knife. So this would be for opening letters, letter opener, but it's got the Lucas symbol, and I do have a Lucas plaque, wall plaque, of the same style, which obviously went on a sales display. These are quite cheaply made. They were probably given away in the 1920s to the 1940s, but it's the same design, and it's obviously relates to Lucas. So I was quite pleased with that. Lucas made all sorts of products for cars, but they also made early adjustable spanners. The next two items I got off a lovely gentleman, and these are little padlocks. So we've got two here. Alex bought, I think, 2 or 3 from the same gentleman. Mine is like a brassy one and a French one, but Alex, I think, is a nicer. Hopefully one day he might get around to making videos again, and we'll see what he actually got. I bought this little plaque from an antique fair, been on a little brass plaque buy-in. It says 1955 winner, and it's Team Racing Class B. So I'm guessing it's racing either models or originals, probably originals, because in the 50s I don't think they had models. Here we've got a wonderful antique shop purchase again. This is a wonderful lady's leg little penknife. And then these items came from the runway. All these items here. We've got this, what could be off a train or something like that. I bought it for 30. It's very heavy duty. It's got heavy usage. I thought it was interesting. I bought this off the same gentleman for 20. And it says main discharge ejection shut. And I just thought it'd be cool to screw on a shelf and hang. I thought it was a bit of brass. And I can't help myself with a bit of brass. We've got this, which is actually a very nice item, and it was only £15. This is a insurance plaque for a wall. So obviously in the early 1800s, you had to have separate fire insurance with the company, and they simply wouldn't put the fire out if you hadn't paid your dues and you weren't a member of the insurance. So this would be nailed to the wall, and it's made out of lead, so it wouldn't rust, and that would be up there to say that that building you could put out, other buildings not so much. So fire insurance plaque from probably about 1800, even earlier, possibly 1750s. And I also think this possibly hasn't been on the wall and it was never used, but certainly an early item nonetheless. I did get some other plaques. We've got this nice Griffiths and Company, C.H. Griffiths and Company, 43 to 45 Cannon Street, London, NC. That's probably off a safe. Usually these things people take off a safe before they scrap the safe. And then I bought this one here for £10. And it looks to be French to me, and it says 1869. I don't know if it's from 1869 or it's a 100-year anniversary of something, and I don't know, but it's a nice item nonetheless. And then my favorite item I got from the runway is this handmade miniature. Completely, they've used screws and they've used all sorts of bits and bobs to make a little steam engine. And the funny enough is, the most famous steam engine chap in England is Fred Dibner. And Fred Dibner was a steeplejack as well as a steam enthusiast. He had two engines, traction engines, a roller and a steam car, similar to this. And we also visited Fred's grave when Graham came over. We came over and visited Fred's grave in Bolton, and we also visited the pie shop near where his mother lived, where he built a fabulous chimney on his mother's house. And we also went to the pie shop near where his current house was when he died, and we had some pies and pasties there, the Ye Old Pasty Shop in Bolton. And we also went to a steam fair rally where Fred Dibner's first wife was actually there, and one of her daughters, and Fred's Land Rover. So that was really nice. So really fantastic day that was. So when I saw this little miniature steam engine, having visited Fred's grave and his house, we managed to go into his garden, and the gentleman who was working there, it's a mechanic's workshop now, took some photos of me and Alex together. It was quite fitting that I got this steam engine, and Alex got a similar one as well. So I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed looking at these items. I did pick up two more, which I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to try and put these away. All right, thanks for watching. So the last two items were at the very end of the day, and I bought two vices. Don't know why, because they're huge. This one here is a Woden with quite a nice Woden plaque on it. But it looks like a record 78 or something like that, but it's actually a Woden. I've never seen that before, quite unusual. And this is a more common vice, but it has a swivel base, which you don't see all that often either. And I paid £50 for the two, and I don't know why I bought them, but I did. They're quite large, and I'm going to take them to my garage workshop in a minute and stick them in there. All right, let's get on to the next items, put them away. Right guys, let's tidy up. We've got this wonderful 50p find, which I think could quite possibly be a very early British patent. So we're going to stick that in the corner just here. we have got this wonderful little Lucas penknife letter opener. So I'll pop that in the drawer there. And then we've got the Hofhaffel little Holzhaffel screwdriver hammer, which will fit in the screwdriver hammer drawer, which is really nice. Not put those away yet. And we've got the padlock drawer, and we've got these nice 2 little padlocks. We've got this 99, and I've got a number 99, so interesting. And then we've got this one here, so pleased with that. Put that in the padlock drawer away. And then we've got the multiple tin displays. One day I hope to make a wall display with these when I get enough of them. At the minute I'm still only got a few, but there's 4 more there for the collection. That don't sound healthy, does it? All right, so thanks. Oh, I'll show you the other item. I've decided to put the little steam engine on the shelf here, pride of place. I've got a few little steam engines. There's another one just behind that display over there. And then I put the little pair of shoes there. I think they look really nice, those little shoes, don't know why. And then I put the little oil can next to this steam engine here, which I was quite pleased about. And then I put the little tag, mains, discharge, ejection, shut off, just here. So quite pleased with that. And then we've got the little drawer with the bits and bobs of ladies' legs, so stick that in there, and then I think we're done. So yeah, pretty pleased with the collection. Let's get these in the garage and then we'll be done. Right guys, I actually forgot to mention, when I was in Bolton visiting Fred's grave, we saw a charity shop when we were walking back from the pie shop, and I bought this wonderful wooden shelf. It's got a nice shape to it, very nice rounded corners. And it's got a nice sort of like angle to it. Alex was taken aback by it and he kind of convinced me to buy it, so I bought it, and the only place I could possibly fit it is just here temporarily. I've put some record items on it, and then I've got a few more here. This is what I was telling you about the record 74 is Auto Vice. Is very similar to the Woden 79, which is quite interesting. And then we've got the 75, which is a bigger version. I don't know if Woden made a bigger version. And then we've got that new record swivel base, made in England, and then the big one. So yeah, don't know what you guys think about the shelf. It's a bit 70s, 60s looking thing, but I'm quite pleased. And then I've put the other BSA tool up there, so it's quite good. All right, so thanks for watching if you got this far. Have a wonderful day. Bye.